Welcome to my channel. Come on in. This week I'm going to be giving you messages from mid-September to the beginning of October 2025. We're going to see what's in the cards for you for the next couple weeks. Come on in. I've already called in everybody's ancestors, spirit guides, angels, ascended masters. The whole team is here. Please just know it. I'm just going to be pulling the cards. Don't forget to flip-flop your energies and genders each and every time you feel fit. Just don't force it, right? Don't force it. What do we have for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Come on in. If you're not sure of your moon sign, your rising sign, or any of it, hey Google, hey Alexa, what's my rising sign? It'll pull up all kinds of things. You can go through it. It's free. You can find out all kinds of things. So if and when a certain reading doesn't pertain to you, you can watch the other readings and get a bigger and broader picture of what's going on around you, right? That's why cross-watchers are always welcome on my channel, because you're cross-watching the videos. Alrighty, so we have, first and foremost, storms. Something about those storms, Pisces. What a way to start a reading. Things have been rough around you, yeah, or someone. Then we have the biome and connection. And when I see the planet here, it's number 44 for those who care. Yeah, the connection of everything. You know, I am getting rippling water effect out of this. But yeah, I'm feeling like the whole connection of this is in your present. I feel like you're realizing how everything is connected. Okay, we'll start with that anyways. Then I have creation and water. This is crowning you, right? If anything, I would think that this would be a Pisces card. Are you creating something, or is someone else? Another water sign, maybe. Doesn't have to be. But whatever it is, it's healing. It's nice. I like it. I really like that energy of that lady on the card. You know, it's just a very peaceful, serene energy. Then I have life and breath. Okay, this is your hope, fear, challenge, and homework, right? The breath of life, living life. And if we're in the mode of connecting things and how things are connected, then yeah, I'm sorry, I have allergies, but my nose is really itchy right now. Am I resonating with somebody? Change and wind. Yeah, change is afoot. There's no doubt about it. It could be literally windy, but what it's representing is the change around you, right? Things are happening. Things are happening quickly for a lot of you. I'm going to move my coffee. Yeah, good morning, everybody, or afternoon or evening, whatever time you're watching me, you know. All right, so we're going to get a little bit more of the vibe here. Hi, everybody, popping in and out. And then I'll get into my tarot cards. Plane with the storms. Did somebody fly through a plane? I mean, through a storm or something. But anywho, the plane of existence is what I'm picking up because of the connection and the biome and how everything is connected. My hands are clean. I don't know why they look dirty, but whatever. Take your medicine just came out. Alrighty. Somebody needs to take it. Doesn't necessarily mean it's you, but if it resonates, it resonates. Show me. I need 3 more cards and we can move on. Somebody's creating something healing. I'm getting out of that water card. It's crowning you. Somebody needs to take their medicine, you know? They're an asshole, they need to take it. Mean girl energy. Great. This is crowning you, Pisces. I fucking hate this energy. It is so immature. Yeah, bullying, um, gossiping, lying, putting, I'm just feeling it all actually. Mean girl energy could be very deceiving, very cunning. Yeah, take your medicine, whoever that's for. Yeah. I hate mean girl energy, and it can be guys in that energy, whatever it is. It could be hazing if we're talking about a university or college, right? Hope, fear, challenge, and homework, near death experience. Somebody had one. Somebody came back and is living life, is what it is. They're breathing, they're alive, like whatever that means to you, okay? But if the person literally was even pronounced dead for a time or what, and they came back and healed, yeah, they have the breath of life over this mean girl energy. Yeah, mean girls can go sit down. I'm so over that energy in this planet, on this planet, Merlin, changes in the wind. Merlin is a good thing to come up at this time of year, I think. I don't know the story a ton, but I do know that Merlin was an outcast in society, and he went into his cave, right by the ocean, right? And he did his homework. He did his soul searching, his reflection. He got really good with his intuition. He started prophesizing and he started becoming like this master seer, or whatever that is. So someone out there may be a little witchy, right? Or just really magical. I feel like a magical experience around this near death experience. And somebody needs to take their medicine with this mean girl energy and go sit down. All right, that's where we're starting. So I'm going to use my Oz and Wonderland deck today. We'll keep it on the fantastical kind of side of things since we're coming into fall and Halloweeny soon enough. My favorite time of year. I hope it's yours too. Chances are good if you're on channels like this, right? Show me. All right, and this one, but I'm going to put it in because it didn't fall. All right, Ten of Pentacles, the Fool, Metamorphosis reversed, Page of Wands reversed. Somebody doesn't like these messages of this person or they're hard to take with this near-death experience. Nine of Cups, I'll show you these cards in a second. But Ten of Pentacles and the Fool, I think recently to present, somebody took a big chance over a soul family or some kind of family dynamic. Somebody took a leap of faith, right? They were on a different plane than people, Somebody, if they're in the plane and they're in the storm, it can be pretty scary, the turbulence, the lightning, the wind and the change, right? But this is about safety and security, the Ten of Pentacles. Could also be inheritances or what, but it's a family dynamic. Somebody took a chance over this. Somebody needs to take their medicine. Learn your lessons, right? Take your medicine. Learn your lessons. Metamorphosis. This is number 24, and there's 25 major arcanas in this deck. This is one of them, right? Somebody refuses to change. They don't want to change. They don't want to metamorphosize, right? Mean girl energy. These people are very unhealed, whatever that is. Something about somebody creating something healing. There's mean girl energy on top of that. That's crowning you. So whoever this is that refuses to change, they're going to get their medicine, whether they like it or not, because that's the way the universe works. See, it's law of three, right? If you're in the mean girl energy and you're like really insulting people, trying to ruin their reputation and slander and all of that bullshit, right? And when you put that out there and it comes back multiplied in three. And that's just one situation. Now, if you're talking about many situations and all that karma you're throwing out there, then yeah, it's going to come back and kick your ass in one way, shape, or form, if not all of them, depending on what it is, you know? So these are things that we need to be mindful of, yeah? Wow. All right. Page of Wands down, near-death experience. Somebody just, the pages, this could be a child of some sort, male or female, somebody's child, everybody's a child, technically, but they don't like these or whatever. I feel like the spontaneity, something stopped. The Page of Wands is a go-getter. This one, not so much. Whatever that means to you. Hope, fear, challenge, and homework. Okay. Merlin, yeah. Wishes granted. Something that's going to be very fulfilling to you, Pisces. I like it. There's change in the wind. I like it a lot. I like it. Something you're manifesting, like Merlin. Somebody's in wish fulfillment. Merlin is probably in wish fulfillment. The sun reversed is shade around the home. Something about a plane and the storms. Now, if plane doesn't pertain to you, maybe it's planes, trains, and automobiles, right? Or whatever, but something about that, there's shade around that soul family. Past to present, there's shade all day long. When the sun is shining, there's no shade, right? But when it's down, they're refusing to see it. And they're refusing to change with this mean girl energy. So whoever, whatever, it's I'm feeling like a tower with the storm card, the realizations of everything. What we put out, we get back, period. In one way, shape, or form. And a lot of people don't believe in karma because it doesn't affect them right away. And then someday out of the blue, boom, it starts. And it starts, right? Yeah. Show me. Two of Swords down. Yeah, take your medicine. Somebody made, this is innocence, right? The Fool card. This is like innocence and taking a leap of faith, right? Whatever that is. The innocence of the mean girl energy. The person that didn't do anything wrong here. It was a bad choice. It was a bad decision all day long. Two of Swords down. And the connection of things. The biome. Feeling the community, but even more than that, it goes further, right? Or something. For some of you, it might. Show me, I need a bunch, please. Somebody took a leap of faith from this dynamic, whatever that dynamic around the family or soul family or friendships or co-workers or whatever. The Hierophant, dead center in the reading. 10 of Cups down. We have 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups. Yeah, we're definitely talking about somebody's family or soul family. Hanged Man. 8 of Wands. Yeah. All right, so the Hierophant, the blue caterpillar, right in the middle. This is like the High Priest, right? Mean girl energy. The High Priest is in mean girl energy. I feel like whoever this teacher is, who is more than likely spiritually connected, I'm feeling like Catholic, but they don't have to be. Anyway, I'm feeling like they're teaching the mean girl energy is what it is. It's like underneath it all, it's cloaked, right? They refuse change. They don't want to. Somebody's creating healing out of this somehow, some way. They're being in a very creative way, right? Water is healing. It's a water sign. It could be you. It could be them. It could be all, like many in the situation. Okay. 10 of Cups down. Yeah. It ruined the soul family, whatever it was. Near-death experience right over it with the breath of life. Somebody came back to life. Literally. right? I don't think people like it, but too bad, so sad. Take your medicine. Somebody wants to sacrifice something or someone. Yeah, this is about sacrificing, right? It's also about waiting for the shoe to drop. What are you waiting on? Waiting on wish fulfillment? There's changes in the air. Okay, that's what that means. It had to do with communication, right? The storms. It had to do with something that went back and forth, right? Could be gossip, could be, whatever it was to you. All right. But it's happening. And with this wind card in this corner, and then the Eight of Wands in this corner, there's a lot of change afoot. And we are coming in change of seasons, yeah. But there's change on this planet. It's craziness, right? A lot of us see it, know it, and some of us are still learning about it, Well, we're all still learning about it, but there's different levels of how much we know, right? Or don't. Show me, I need 4 more cards and we can move on. Yeah, I feel like, some things never change, right? I got the Metamorphosis down, the Two of Swords down, and the Eight of Wands all diagonal right here in front of me. This mean girl energy. They're just continuing on with it or whatever. Or are you? Are you in the midst of it? Are you a mean girl or guy? Are you a dickhead? Are you an asshole? Are you a bitch? Three of Wands, you're waiting on your harvest. I like it. Take your medicine. Yeah, somebody's dealing with it. They want to move on. They want to, they're waiting for some sort of shoe to drop. There is a harvest happening for you, however, which is really good news, right? Things are connected. It's about community. It's about everything, and the rippling water effect. I'm getting it again. Seven of Swords, mean girl energy. There it is. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Lying, stealing, cheating, manipulating, head games. Oh, yeah. Mental health issues all the way around. Yeah. Very much more than likely narcissistic. Yeah. Hierophant. Whoever is teaching the dark, mean girl energy vibe. Yeah. Is a liar, manipulator, spreading toxic bullshit. Oh, man. And then people wonder why their life sucks. Well, when you spread this kind of shit and it does come back and hit you, yeah. So why spread it? King of Wands down. No action here. No action. Ruined a family. Possibly. Of some sort. Near-death experience. Somebody had a near-death experience and came back to life. And boom, here they are. Or something. All right. One more and we can move on. There it is. Bad judgment. I can't make it up, people. Uh-huh. Yeah, Merlin is right over this. Sees the whole thing. Sees the picture. Merlin, he had some, see, back in the day, they didn't understand as much as we do today about this sort of stuff, right? So when he went in and did his homework and whatever and started prophesizing and started becoming the wise one and everything, people would think that he had supernatural gifts. That's what they were afraid of him, really, because, they could see, right? They could see the bad judgment. Yeah, there's change afoot. Things are changing. Yeah. There's no clarity. They're probably causing confusion. People are stuck in their head, overthinking. Very possible. That's what these cards are about anyway. So we're going to move on and we're going to get deeper and get more clarification and validation. Hi, everybody, popping in and out. It's good to see us. I do want to thank all the newer subscribers, watchers, commenters, likers, all the support that you guys have given me. I really appreciate it. I wouldn't waste my time. It's not a joke if you guys weren't watching. So thank you. You know? All right. Show me. I'm changing decks to my Deviant deck or Defiance deck or something like that. All right. If I can pick these up. I have no fingernails, obviously, if you haven't noticed. Yeah, some people will never learn. Oh my God, this mean girl energy shit. You know, unlearned lessons, hard lessons to learn. On the other hand, causing storms, dealing with the storm, something about a plane, possibly a train or an automobile. I keep dropping these cards. Then we have, no, yeah, this is obvious to me, but let me explain it here. Now, the Nine of Wands can be like a depleting exhaustion type energy, right? Like you're just totally over it, you know? Somebody freed themselves, right? They freed themselves. They gave up the fight, took a chance, right? Took a leap of faith and got the hell out of there, is what I see. And somebody needs to take their medicine. Yeah, these mean girl energies, shove it up your ass. Let me give you that pill so you can swallow it, you know, or something. 10 of Swords down. It happened a long time ago, but people haven't changed one iota. They haven't changed one iota. Yeah, mean girl energy, right over it. This is crowning you, Pisces. There was a lot of betrayal and backstabbing over and over and over and over. It could be overkill for some of you. Mean girl energy. Yeah. These people need to sit down. You know? Somebody's being attacked. What the fuck? If that's what it is. Feel like they want to be because of the sacrifice card. They want it. They did want it anyway, if they don't now. Yeah, the reciprocation of it all, near-death experience, what we've done, what we haven't done, the rippling water effect. Yeah, the breath of life. Look at it. This guy's giving a coin to like one person. Usually on these cards, there's a couple people, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I feel like puppets. People are puppets cloaked in love and light out there. Near-death experience. Cloaked in love and light. That came out in somebody's reading yesterday. I forget whose reading it was. And then we have the star down. Yeah, no hope here. Somebody, it says wishes. Somebody's wishes are coming true. And others are not. Merlin, right over this. Yeah. It's change in the wind. There's magic afoot. I don't have the magician card out, but there's magic afoot. I can feel it. This mean girl energy is fading. It's getting old. People are sick of it. Knight of Wands down. They don't like these messages. Yeah, they'll never learn. Yep. There's shade all the way around. The sun reversed right here, right next to it. Yeah, these people will never learn. You know, they're just bitches. It's just, you know, they don't want to change. So apparently, you know, they can hate themselves, but they love hating themselves because they're not willing to change. I could be brutal on this channel. You know, I can't stand mean girl energy. I was bullied my whole life. I don't take that kind of stuff lightly. You know, I'm an abuse survivor, right? I've been through that bullshit. I'm over it. You know, I'm up here. The mean girl energy is down here, you know, and you should be too, right? This is about empowerment on my channel. You know, how to take your power back, how to thrive and survive in a beautiful way, right? I'm trying to raise our awareness. These people suck. And it's clear. clear as day about the bad choices and decisions that we've made. Take your medicine is right over it. This seems like a pretty tough reading for somebody. Hold on, card down. Hard to take, hard to admit, I'm not sure, but a hard something. Knight of Swords with the Hierophant. Yeah, the Hierophant that's teaching all of the aggression and abuse and brutality and word witchery. Word witchery is a real thing, people. And with the Hierophant, mean girl energy, you think they're not teaching that? They're teaching it. This person is cloaked in love and light, more than likely a priest or some kind of speaker in a church, and then goes home behind closed doors and treats their children like shit. It's that kind of energy. But if it's in the community, it could be between friends, right? Some sort of soul family, whatever that is. Yeah, the brutality of it all is bullshit. And here's the Hierophant down. Look, the Hierophant fell off his throne, or he was never on it to begin with. Near-death experience, sit the fuck down. Yeah, this false prophet, this false prophet, hope, fear, challenge, and homework has caused the ending of this family. Period. They caused it. They need to take responsibility and accountability. That's what I'm feeling. You want things solved. You want things to go away. You want things better. You take accountability and responsibility if, when, and where needed. Be done with it. Learn your lessons and move on and go and grow, right? But no, these people want to stay stuck. Well, then don't bitch when you're dealing with the storms, because people are not going to want to hear it. People get sick of that shit. You can't cry wolf and expect people to run every time when you're just crying wolf. Right? Page of Wands. Ton of Pentacles again. Yeah. 5 of Pentacles. King of Cups down. Oh boy. 8 of Wands again. And the Fool again. Reversed. Alrighty. Yeah. Childlike behaviors, absolutely. Yep. They want to sacrifice somebody, but Merlin is in town. And there's change in the wind. Somebody's wishes are not going to happen, and somebody else's is. Nobody wanted this, but if you're going to be in that mean girl energy, that's what you get. What do you expect? What? Yeah, 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. There was communication of some sort that happened quick, right? This is the second fastest card in tarot, right? So it happened fast around the family home, the security, the safety net, the comfort, there was communication there, something about a plane, a train, or an automobile and storms, right? These are hard lessons to learn, and some of yous will never learn. It's very disappointing, very debilitating. Somebody was ostracized from a family or pushed out, However, you're waiting for your harvest, but these two cards are looking at each other, sort of, if you see. But look at that eye. As sneaky as this is, look at the eye. I see you being sneaky. I see you being a piece of shit. Mean girl energy. Yeah, clear as day. King of Cups. Very emotionally imbalanced, very hateful, envious. Yeah, that's why they cause all the destruction, 7 of Swords. The mental illness is real, whoever this is for. This is a happiness hater. They could be having emotional outbursts or looking like a fool. Even though this represents innocence over here, they look like a fool. Wow. Well, when you put it out and you act an ass, that's what you get. Yeah, people have stopped communicating and taken charge all the way around near-death experience. Nobody's talking. Things have stopped, or that's what it's about. Yeah, there's bad judgment here. This high priest is not a high priest. He's a false prophet, or she, whoever this is. They're cloaked in love and light. And inside, they're dark, right? I'm getting the devil energy. Big time. Yeah. Bad judgment, guilty AF. Merlin, right over this. There's change of foot. There's things happening. There's a lot of stuff going on in the ethers. People need to watch their step and learn their lessons. Yeah, life force, breath. Look at the life force from the belly button, you know? Yeah, I like that. The breath of life. There's a lot of good things coming in, however, Pisces, I like it. I like it. You're waiting. It'll happen, at the right time. Of course, right? That's how it always is. But if we're in mean girl energy, what you're going to get is bad karma. So, trying to teach people, to recognize our own behaviors in ourselves, not just others, right? So we can elevate the collective. I'm going to change it up. The stag. Yep. Witch's familiar deck. We're coming into the season. I'm all excited, so I got to pull it out of me, right? All the tricks in my hat are coming out. The stag. Anyway, don't forget to flip and flop should you need to. I have chosen to cross your path to assist you in your quest to hunt down and know your own spiritual strengths and insights. You've been given a great gift of second sight passed down through your ancestral line, and it's time to reawaken those gifts of intuition and sensitivity. Time to stand tall and be seen, for you have hidden any premonitions you have had since you were quite young, for fear of being rejected or thought weird or crazy. With age comes wisdom, and your majestic spirit, along with mine, will fuse together as we walk between the worlds of magic and the mundane. When you acknowledge your supernatural abilities, you will be more able to rise to any challenges presented. Stag magic will determine whether the feelings, signs, and visions that you are getting are foreboding or favorable. And trusting your instincts is a sure-footed way to mastering that feeling or hunch that should not be ignored. Yeah, you're feeling something. There goes my nose again. And I only pull this deck out once a year. So I'm all excited. Doesn't take much to make me happy. Apparently. Show me. There it is, the owl. Yeah, I'm thinking Merlin. Whoops. All right. So yeah, don't forget to flip and flop again. Hold on. I love the trivia and the lore. It just, I just love that. I'm into a good book about lore right now. All right, the owl. Owls have, for thousands of years, been part of folklore and have been considered a special or sacred animal. With their huge forward-facing eyes and otherworldly appearance, they have been seen both wise and as harbingers of the supernatural. There are many hundreds of species of owls, and almost all are nocturnal and carnivorous. Interestingly, they all have specially designed feathers that enable them to fly silently at night, giving them an incredible hunting advantage, sort of like having stealth mode. Many deities were said to be able to change into owls, and perhaps the most famous was the Greek goddess Athena, who was famous for her strategy and intelligence. To this very day, the capital of Greece, Athens, has Athens owl as its symbol. Yeah, right in the middle of town, too. Yep. Should the hooting owl come looking for you at Halloween during your divination, it indicates the need for wise counsel or further information before you make a decision. Considered action is warranted. and think before you act emotionally, and ensure you think strategically, not impulsively. Yeah, well, owls are stealth and poised, right? They're poised, so strategic, not impulsive. Okay, I'm going to take another one. I don't know the name of this deck. It was given to me. It only has a few cards, not many in this deck. So we're going to see what comes out for Pisces. Swimming through the void, eh, fishies? Swimming through the void. That's what we all do, really. We all are. Black tourmaline. Piece right here. Very, very protective against darker or malevolent energies. Representing grounding, protection, and the release of negative energy. This powerful crystal reminds us to stay grounded in difficult times and release any negative thoughts or emotions. Yeah, release the mean girl energy. Yeah, that's what I get out of that. Very ominous. The storms are thick. Somebody's in the middle of it too. I don't know who that is out there. They are in the eye. Whatever that means. I have the flourishing grove, embracing community and the strength it brings. Yeah, something about the community, you know? Yeah, that's a really cool card to get right now. Some of you might be in the spotlight, you know? Enjoy it. You know, get out of that mean girl energy bullshit. You know, grow up, have fun. You know, whatever. Whatever. I am going to give you, all right, I'm going to give you some of these. These are my, I don't know the name of this deck either. That's what it looks like. I do read a regular 52 playing card deck. In fact, sometimes you'll see me using it in my readings. And this has a little bit of that kind of vibe to it. So anyway, oops, this one doesn't even belong in there. 8 of spades. Yeah, there's a mighty enemy afoot. Somebody is, or the mean girl energies are the enemies. They're the enemies of themselves, right? Their own worst enemy. That one doesn't belong in there either. Couple more. Yeah. Mean girl energies, they're their own worst energy. Queen of clubs. All right, here. Whoops. This is the mean girl energy card. Yeah, mighty enemy. Get over it. Sit the fuck down. Shut up. And grow up. Kind of thing. King of clubs. Yeah, cheerfulness and gaiety. So there are celebrations, more than likely in the public eye or something in town or whatever that is to you. And someone is admiring you and is close to you, right? So I like that on the other hand. Now, Queen of Spades is off with their head's energy at the same time, so you can flip it and flop it. Those are your messages, Pisces. Be cool, be kind, be patient, and just be a good human. You know, enough with this. It's enough. You know, get the hell over yourselves or whatever that is. You know, and just grow up. All right. Thank you for watching. I'll be back in a few weeks.